I think one of the key things that people don't understand, especially our generation, is that ukikuja corporate, it's value exchange. Whether you have troubles at home or you're struggling, leave that at the door. I cannot be hiring you and all you're giving me are excuses. It doesn't make sense, because wakati time yenye inafika for me to pay you, I don't hesitate. So why are you hesitating to meet the goals that we agreed on?
So unasema ile jina wanasemanga human resource. It's very key, like you're a human resource.
Yeah.
So it's like a computer. So if the computer doesn't work, it's either you replace it.
Yes.
Or you repair it.
Yes.
But then how do you balance? Because humans have challenges. As much as you want them to work like machines, we are not fully like machines. We are humans. We have shortcomings. We have things that come up. How do you balance that in your business?
Communication.
Sasa hizo communication unasema excuses.
It is simple as communicate. Mimi siwezi kuwa na wewe kwa nyumba yako, siwezi kuwa na wewe kwa your life. I don't know what you're going through. But if you communicate prior, like say you've assessed your life and you've seen, hey, me meeting these goals might not be possible because of A, B, C, D. Communicate prior.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
We are proudly sponsored by Nafasi Connection, an amazing co-working space. Kama umechoka na kufanya kazi kwenye wafanya kazi, possibly it's at home, possibly watu kwa ofisi wamekupo, you tell them you want to work remotely, unakuja Nafasi. Wako na closed offices, wako na pia an open office, like you can work where you see other people interact with them. Wako na amazing Wi-Fi speeds, I repeat, amazing Wi-Fi speeds that don't shut down. Wako na schema backup pia.
Karibuni sana back to Kenyan Design Conversations. Najua leo mmemiss ile sauti mnapenda kusikia kianza. But anyway, leo tuko hapa na Dev, alafu you have a very amazing guest. Kama unasikizanga episodes zetu, probably ushaimsikia episode 30 something. You need to know. If you have not listened, go to it, listen to it, how you brand yourself as a designer. But anyway, tukianza, Dev, unaweza ambia nini watu juu hii wiki kwanza?
Hii wiki imekuwa fiti. But leo tuko na a lot of sparkling lights because tuko na Gloria hapa and she's just glowing with insights.
Kwani rada?
Tunangoja hizo my insights.
Gloria, anyway, unajua watu walikisha kusikia before na baada hawajakusikia. Sasa nataka kusikia insights.
Insights gani shwali? Which insights?
Kwanza tuambie kwanza. The last time after umecharge brand, squeeze uko happy in terms of.
Oh my lord. Sasa tuanzie wapi? Niko kwa nyumba yangu. Tuanzie hapo.
Si mzazi.
I spend all my time in my house. Most of my time in my house. I'm privileged because that is a privilege. But since that time we spoke, it was last year, isn't it?
Yes, it was last year, yes.
Since last year, my business has reached 6 figures in revenue, which was interesting. I've been able to work with international clients. I still work with international clients. And we are now trying to figure out, sad part, I hired people and I had to fire them recently. So, kulikuwa hivyo, but we keep going either way.
Ni Gen Z ama? Nimesikia
ni Gen Z. Ni Gen Z. Wait.
What's Gen Z?
Hata mimi ni Gen Z. Me, I'm still children. But nika workforce in change.
Sasa mbona ulihaya na kufire Gen Z?
Tuanze na the fact that nilikupea exactly what you're supposed to do and you did not meet targets. Unataka nifanye nini? Siwezi kulipa kuna kazi unafanya.
Will you explain hivyo ama?
I did. I did, because for me, I don't believe in micromanagement. So the moment I had them, si walikuwa wanajua ataingia probation. I gave them the SOP, that is the standard operating procedure of everything they're supposed to do. Kuna targets walikuwa wanafaa kumeet. Na kama meet target, nitakulipa bure. I cannot. So, after I did my business audit around August, ndo nikakuja kufind out, kumbe wasea kuna shit wanafanya. Sorry, excuse my language. Hakuna kitu wanafanya, because the targets we were supposed to reach, haijarichiwa. And then when we were having our meetings, our team meetings every Monday, they would come and tell me, I overthought. How does that concern me? Do you overthink ndakusaidia aje surely? And then others would be like, I got sick. I don't know. Like they would just find reasons why they didn't do the work. Lakini every Saturday and every Sunday, Vibes and Inshallah WhatsApp status. We watch. Tunaonanga.
What's your business for someone who doesn't know? Kama mimi.
You don't know?
Yeah.
Sorry, pardon me. If I've never introduced my business, I am someone who's terrible at introductions. So pardon me. I run a company. It's called the Bold Boss Consultancy. We're in the business of empowering professionals and founders in career growth, strategic positioning, which is personal branding, and workflow optimization, which was a recent addition to what we do.
Workflow optimization. In what specific field?
In business.
In
business more so, because you'll find that kuna biashara zenye they're losing money because they haven't optimized their processes. I'll give you a good example. I was working with a client, anakuanga internal auditor, and during the time she was going to do her audits, she came to me and she was like, "Hey, Gloria, I'm losing money because I don't know who is supposed to be handing out, like kuna kuanga na cost nini estimations zimetengezwa when you're running a project in business."
Yeah.
So she came to me and she told me she was losing money for the past 2-3 years because the people who were running the audits, they were asking money from everyone, and everyone had access to the funds so that they can be able to complete the project. Sasa inakuja time yenye anakuja sasa kubacktrack kuangalia pesa ilienda wapi, pesa imeskata kila mahali. So she needed someone to come in and help her optimize process ya project management. So kaa kona clients watatu, wameallocate these particular estimated funds. Who is handling the funds? Ni nani ana monitor what people are doing in the project? And basically who is the supervisor, who is the cost controller, and who is the owner of the project. Yeah. What
is the biggest organization you've ever worked with? Ukisema she, inamaanisha she is a solopreneur akona.
Maybe ni Kenya, najua Kenya wanaitanga she.
No, she's the owner of the company. Yeah. It's called Nitram Advisory, I think. Inakuanga hapa CPA Center. They have been in business since 2009. Yeah. So she's the owner of that branch ya auditing in the company, but of course there are many. Kuna yeye and there are 2 other founders. But the one I worked specifically with was her. Yeah.
So in short, sijui kama niko right. In short, when ni Deloitte. Itwanga Deloitte ama inaitwaje? Inakuanga wayaki.
Deloitte, they are consultants.
But
Me, I'm more of consulting and also implementation.
So how I implement?
Then they don't implement. They advise you on where to get the people who are going to implement.
What do you mean by you implement and how on advice?
So for consultancy, there is the consultant part and there's also the deployment part. Let me use software engineering terms so it makes more sense. So kuna consulting na kuna deploying. So if you come and you consult, you will pay me for my knowledge. Like hiyo time tumespend na wewe nikakuonyesha loopholes ziko wapi nini. that is what you'll pay me for. But now, when it comes to implementation, that's a whole other thing. There's both consulting and implementation. So itabidi nikikuonyesha where the loopholes are, nitaenda na wewe to the ground.
You take action.
I take action.
So wale audits uliwafuata ukawashika.
Sindio?
Kumbe
No, because on the side of business,
yes,
it's different from being an employee.
Yes.
Because in the side of business, aside from your employees, there are also other expenses. And these other expenses, pesa ikipotea, that is lack of resource management. And of course, because you have to do your books and you also have to do the statement, or is it called a journal, entry journal, before you do your taxes, and you declare how your year was. Juu ya hizo vitu zote, you have to know hii pesa inaenda wapi, kwa sababu ukienda, like for us in Kenya tunatumianga KRA. Ukienda KRA, you have to explain hii pesa yote yenye umesema was handled in expenses, where did it go?
Hey, you know your stuff. Unasomea CPS, ndio?
Hapana. Hizi vitu nilicollect kwa ground.
Hujafanya, yani from software engineer?
I have not done any of that.
Okay. But
ulienda KCA mtudanga.
Sindio, nilienda KCA.
Yeah, KCA unafunza CPA.
No. I did software engineering. I didn't do KCA.
But ulikuwa na sneak na class za CPA kwa window.
Hapana.
ama lecture halls ni open office yenye utasikia.
Hapana. Because watu back in the day, sisi wenye tulikuwa tunafanya IT, we were in the main campus. Watu wenye walikuwa wanafanya business walikuwa Tao campus. So hakuna venye tungekutana, because the only time walikuwa wanakuja main campus ni time yenye walikuwa wanafanya exam sababu ya CPA center.
That makes me pose a question.
Which question?
Ulisomea IT ama BBIT?
Nilisomea software engineering.
Software engineering.
I did a Bachelor of Science in software engineering.
But you were in a wrong profession.
No.
Ungeenda CPA, unaona ungekuwa mbali.
No, I was in the perfect course. Because I am the one which
Mbona uifanyi saa hii you are into business consultancy?
It for the past 6 years. I did it.
The question is,
so nasema you are to grow it.
No, I did it because for me, software engineering wasn't like, how do I say it? It wasn't like venye watu wanataka pesa. That was not my motivator.
Yeah.
Because I decided to do software engineering when I was still in Form 2. So, see ati it was money thing, it was money motivated.
Form
2? Nikiwa Form 2.
Form 2 hata sikuwa
kufanya research
gani.
Ulikuwa unasoma group of schools?
Form 2 where?
Sikuwa nasoma group of schools, but uzuria place yenye nilisomea Catholic school, na tulikuwa tunapata Catholic advantages, okay? So we had internet in that school. Na hiyo shule by the way ilikuwa kichakani. Tulikuwa kichakani.
Sema tu jipe shout out.
But hapana, sipe shout out. But hawakunilipa ni advertise. But we had internet. And then
which year was that?
That was 2016 there. Nilikuwa from 2016. I'm
from
still children.
16, 17.
I am children. But yeah, so the diocese yenye tulikuwa under, they had given out money for people who are doing computer studies, tuwekewe mneti. Tukawekewa mneti. Na venye tuliwekewa mneti, mimi and my introverted self, I decided to dive into the world of the internet and I discovered what I wanted to do.
Ama wali confuse, maybe walikuwa maambia weke neti ya umbu.
Hapa, hawaku confuse.
Anyway, that's a very good venture you are in, and iko na a lot of gaps, and I'm liking that the fact that you are young. I'm not trying to label you as young, but
I'm still children. I accept
the fact
labels.
that you're children and you own a 6-figure company.
Multiple.
Congratulations.
Multiple companies.
Multiple 6 figures.
Oh,
I have to underline that, because when you say 6-figure, it's just one. But if you've hit multiple, it's multiple 6-figure.
By the 6-figure inakuanga thousands ama millions?
Thousands.
Yeah.
See hundreds of thousands.
Sini hundreds of thousands.
Kumbe hata mimi na earn 6 figures.
Si ndio? Ulikuwa unafikiri
Unafunga ile 03 ndio feel hiyo.
ulikuwa unadhani 6 figure?
Sasa unajua ni 5 ama 4 hapo.
5 ni kutoka 99, okay, if you're using Kenyan shillings, from 99,999. Now that is 5 figures. From 100 to 999,999, that is 6 figures. Yeah. Then ukihit meter, may hit 7 figures. Huko ndo tunaomba tutafika. Kwa by the grace of God.
Yeah, you'll hit it.
And then this one now brings with this question, like you're young, you have this company, then unakusanya pesa mingi. Na nimeona ma CEO kwa mmoja wao wanalia about Gen Z, like they're not working, unaona. Wewe una manage aje wewe kama wewe ku handle all that?
It's not that they are not working.
Yes.
It's just that the expectation they have for the workplace plus what they are getting on the ground has it done.
Expectations are gani?
Vibes and inshallah. For maelezo ya juju. Yeah. Wana expect vibes and inshallah kwa biashara. But it doesn't work like that.
How does it?
There are goals. You have to meet them. I think one of the key things that people don't understand, especially our generation, is that ukikuja corporate, it's value exchange. Whether you have troubles at home or you're struggling, leave that at the door. I cannot be hiring you and all you're giving me are excuses. It doesn't make sense, because wakati time yenye inafika for me to pay you, I don't hesitate. So why are you hesitating to meet the goals that we agreed on?
So unasema ile jina wanasemanga human resource. It's very key, like you're a human resource.
Yeah.
So it's like a computer. So if the computer doesn't work, it's either you replace it.
Yes.
Or you repair it.
Yes.
But then how do you balance? Because humans have challenges. As much as you want them to work like machines, we are not fully like machines. We are humans. We have shortcomings. We have things that come up. How do you balance that in your business?
Communication.
Sasa si hizo communication unasema excuses.
It is simple as communicate. Mimi siwezi kuwa na wewe kwa nyumba yako, siwezi kuwa na wewe kwa your life. I don't know what you're going through. But if you communicate prior, like say you've assessed your life and you've seen, hey, me meeting these goals might not be possible because of A, B, C, D. Communicate prior. Tell me, come to my email, send me an email. Tell me, hi Gloria, I want to hit these milestones, but because of A, B, C, D, I may not be able to do this. Can we extend the deadline to this particular time? Then I tell you if it's possible or if it's not possible. Then, if it's not possible, we come to a place where we discuss to kutana in the middle. But if you don't communicate, I will hold it against you.
So shida ni communication.
Shida ni communication. Because ukikuja uniambie, najua umenihire kufanya, say for example, it is social media management. I know you've hired me to do social media management and I'm supposed to deliver like 12 posts a month. There is a possibility I might only be able to deliver 10 posts. Why? Because probably my camera phone is not working or I don't have a place penye nitakuwa nikichukua camera. And then I tell you, oh, that is the issue. Then give me a week, I purchase probably a good phone or a camera. If that's not possible, then you come and then we discuss. Is it possible for you to be coming to my office? You pick my phone and then we work like that. If that doesn't also work, now we come to the middle. How do we solve this issue? But if you don't do that,
Una work now remotely, ama?
I'm working with them hybrid because I was working with them because right now I'm not hiring. I have to get things straight in the business again. But when I was...
Nishatengeneza CV moto iko hapa.
Hiyo ngoja mpaka next year. Ili siajiri watu sana.
After you may attend, after hii.
Ni sawa. But yeah, so we used to work hybrid because there were days we used to meet physically. I had rented some space on Nairobi Garage, so I knew those days zenye tulikuwa tunakutana physically used to be days where tunaangalia kama umehit milestones zako. Yeah, so it was hybrid.
Wasi mtiaje?
Nani? Kwa nini?
Nauliza tu from their point of view, maybe nafani ni watu.
From their point of view.
Wewe ni mtiaje?
From their point of view. Excuse my language, I don't give a damn. I honestly don't. Because at the end of the day, it's my pocket yangu ndo inakuwa dented by having you on board. I could care less about your opinion about me. Whether nimekubamba ama nimekubo, I don't care. Because mimi
CV yangu kwa mfuko.
Mimi ndio ninakulipa. No, that's the truth. Honestly, that's the truth. And I know a lot of people usually say that, entrepreneurs, sijui wanakuanga na kiburi, sijui nini. The battles I have to fight so that I can be able to deliver my promise to you, you don't know. So I could care less. Kama mimi ni mzuri kwako, ama mimi ni mbaya, I don't care. Mimi, we sat down and we agreed. You signed a contract. Meet the demands. Because me, I'm meeting my demands on my end. Yeah. So, your opinions, they're not even a bargaining bar for conversation. Yeah.
Underline human resource.
You need an HR in your company.
Yes.
A serious.
Honestly, I don't. Because for me, it's not about, I don't need a HR first of all, because I want to be involved in the hiring process. I'm not in the business of hiring talent. I'm in the business of scouting for potential. I need someone who is going to hold my business even when I'm not there. So in order for me to get those people, I have to be on the ground. Yeah.
Makes me remember. I heard someone saying, if you are an entrepreneur, you go out to scout for business. You need to have a team behind you. If you tell them, nimeleta hii, ebu fixini, you don't have to come back and ask, mbona mja fix? Yes. Lakini it's very hard with the recent venye watu wenye nasema generation ya sahi. I will still emphasize, wanasema unaweza wapatia hiyo, wanangoja waambie like you're supposed to do this and this and this and this. They don't have that initiative of taking another step to do more. Wanaona nikaa tujalipwa to do more. Maybe you have to do exactly chenye nimeambiwa nifanye. But how different is it? Kitambo watu walikuwa wanafanyaje? Maybe unajua, maybe hii generation haijafika hiyo place. Mimi niko mmoja wao mali interact na watu kitambo.
It's not even about going beyond what you're supposed to do. I usually tell people, you go beyond if you want to. Because me, I used to go above and beyond for the companies I used to work for. Because I wanted to learn. My motivation was not even the money. Nilikuwa tunataka kulearn. How can I be able to place myself in places zenye mutanifunza vitu zenye sijui? All these things that munaniambia ati nimeenda CPA, I learned them from putting myself in rooms that I'm not qualified to be in. So, don't go above and beyond if you're not in there for yourself. If you're trying to learn something, go above and beyond. If you're not trying to learn something, be good at what you've been hired to do. Be good. Don't even be excellent. Be good. The bare minimum. Vitu zenye umeandikiwa kwa job description, fanya hizo. And you be good at them. that even when your boss is going out there anasema mi najua Mariga ikifika date fulani nitapata product yangu. Yeah.
Chantel, consumer.
Umongelea niko na maswali. But first of all, I like how you work. I like the fact that as much as watu hawataona, but it's not personal. Clearly how you're saying it, it's based on your business. You're going above and beyond to make sure you pay them at the end of the day. Sasa kwa hayo, you've taught me one thing. You might want to care a lot about people, but it can only go two ways. They need to care about the business first. So,
yeah.
I tuongelee story ya yenye nimetoka kuongelea side. Kuna point ya umongelea, don't go above and beyond if you're not there for yourself, right?
Yeah.
By the time you're going above and beyond and you're there for yourself, you find value yourself. Single, that's the first thing. Second thing, your expectations have been clearly communicated. Umongelea mpaka JD, sindio? So at a point where expectations has jaekwa and they just expect you out of somewhere to like figure it out and do, how do you do that?
First of all, you're supposed to have a candid discussion with the person who told you we are hiring you, and you ask them, what do you want me to do for this amount of money you're paying me? If they've not told you. Because the problem with you getting a job na hujaelewa job description or hujapewa job description is that everything that they want from you, you will do it, even if it's not part of your job description. So, on the side of a professional, ukiingia job na hawajakupea JD, you should demand for it, no matter what. Because at the end of the day, you would want to know, what am I giving my time to? Because if I'm doing everything in the business, I cannot be working 3 jobs and you're paying me for 1.
Ushaandikwa na mwindi wewe?
Mimi. Mimi. Hey, let me tell you. Mimi nimefanya kazi zingine, si ati sababu niko corporate, sijai pitia jua kali. Nishaikuwa jua kali.
Muhindi afanya nini?
It wasn't a Muhindi. Ilikuwa Jogona. Jogona decided that I'm not supposed to only be, that time I was working as a, wanaitwa aje hao watu wa front office?
Reception.
Yes. Front desk manager.
Huyo. Nilikuwa hao. Jogona expected me to be the receptionist, the accountant, the wanaitwa aje secretary, PA. All for 10,000 shillings.
Sasa sinaona that's like one example where uliza JD.
Yes.
I did it. And the reason why I'm saying you should is because I was young. I was just fresh out of school. Sikuwa najua kuna kwa na job description. I didn't know you're supposed to understand the GD before you start work. I didn't know you're supposed to understand your contract before you sign it.
Waindi wanaanga JD.
Sikuwa najua. So, I know they don't, but you are the one to set the boundary. Especially kama umeelewa like my employer, kidogo hataki kuwa straightforward. Wewe ndo uta have to set your boundary.
Na kikufukuza alete mwingine and you are
desperate. Unatafuta kazi ingine.
You are desperate.
No, let me tell you, never ever do work out of desperation. You're going to be misused. Because the moment they smell, I'm an entrepreneur now, so I know. The moment I smell desperation, I'll take advantage. That's the truth. Because I think a lot of us, especially as young people, we think that, because someone tulikutana networking event, tuka vibe, nini, they'll be my friend at work. The corporate space is a it's a very, very different world. No, I've never been done that ever in my life. But the corporate world is very, very different from the social world. When it comes to business, I am looking to minimize costs and maximize my profit.
Yeah.
Minimizing cost means if I have someone who is willingly giving me their energy, I will use it. If that doesn't mean I don't have to hire again. I will use it. And that's the mindset that a lot of entrepreneurs use. So ukiona umse anipei JD na pia ni kama history ya job description, anaihepa sana, you're the one to set these problems.
Lakini,
and if you lose that job, I'm sorry this sounds harsh, if you lose that job, it was good riddance. Because if they smell, if they even see a sense of desperation, imagine they will take advantage. Na watacheka na wewe.
Some mesikia msikuja na desperation.
Lakini sasa unaona most of the time unaona wase wengi wana come to the job market wanaingia kwa startups.
Yeah.
Startups napeanga JD alafu towards the end. Hapo towards the end wanasema and any other duties assigned.
You're supposed to go and ask them and what does and any other mean?
Yes, and any other. Sasa hiyo siku nyingine unaweza ambiwa kama ulikuwa software developer and it's a networking company. Kesho kuto unaweza ambiwa panda kwa second floor ufix hiyo cable.
Ingiza area huko tuone TV vizuri.
Na wewe maybe uko hapo your main JD ilikuwa maybe ku handle site yao. Yes.
Kama JD yako ni ku handle site yao,
yes.
What you'll do is never ever I know it's a favor, but let me tell you, the moment I ask you, now I'm speaking from a point of an entrepreneur.
Yes.
The moment I ask you to do me a favor, and then you don't speak up, to me, that is, I will do it forever. You don't need to pay me anymore.
but where do you draw the line? Yeah, you know, like sahi unaona like kama umsema ameandika hapo tuseme kama ni web developer ana manage site yao, is supposed to be so good yanajua akitoka huku nje hata hahitaji like akienda huku nje atafuta na atapata kazi, but to get like hauko sawa hapa and you have kind of a room to, you kind of need a room to learn more things so that at least when you go out you can know when you're hepa kwa isoko vizuri ndio pata the next gig.
I think a lot of us need to get comfortable with the idea of job hopping. That is the one thing that made me not take
job hugging or hopping.
Job hopping kurukaruka kama frog.
Okay.
Yes, job hopping. We need to get comfortable with that idea, because the one thing that made me not be taken advantage of in corporate, I was hopping. Mimi nilikuwa kangaroo. Nilikuwa tu ninaenda HR na mwambia we mnafaa kuniongezea pesa. The moment nasikia tu kidogo naruka. I go to the next company.
You hope for a better one.
Yes. Because
not only hopping as jumping, but you hope.
Like hopping.
Si hope ya roho jameni. No. Ninaenda kampuni nyingine. Because here's the thing. If I'm in your company and you've asked me to be a web dev,
yes,
fine. Like I told you, you have to think about yourself. Before you think about any other person, think about yourself. Kama unaambiwa ufanye networking, this is an added skill stack you're adding to yourself. So the moment umeona, okay, fine, nitakubali kufanya hii kazi sababu ninataka kupata skill ya networking.
Yes.
I'm just a web dev, but now I have an added layer, which is networking.
Yes.
So now, after you have been able to acquire this networking skill, revisit the HR office. If they tell you, at this moment, we cannot be able to give you more than 5% money increase, enda market, tafuta, research. What does someone who is good in web dev and networking get paid? Uangalie kama wanalipwa 20 to 30% more than you, it's time for you to go to another company. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. Because what we as entrepreneurs usually bank on is that you guys are desperate. You guys know that hakuna jobs huku nje. So you are going to stay. Hata kama ndakulipa peanuts, you're going to stay.
So people take advantage of that.
So people take advantage.
Wajua shida ni unaweza kuwa mnalipa peanuts. Now maybe watu wengi ni squirrels. They like peanuts.
I mean, kama inakubamba kaa hapo.
Squirrel. Maze toka kwa hiyo cave, my friend.
Haina kubamba kaa hapo.
Mimi niko na question. I don't know if it's getting out of context. But I think enough has been said. I have a question. How does someone transition from being a Form 2 dreamer to, for example, being a software developer to owning a 6-figure company?
I had a feeling utaniulize hiyo swali. My first advice, never ever in your life come and ask me for advice. Never about that. Because my journey is very different from the journey you take. But of course, there are some things that I've learned that I can help you.
Where do you stay? Which road do you use?
Which road do I use?
Nairobi.
Mimi niko Thika Road.
Pia mimi natumia tu Thika Road, the journey. So give me that journey. I want to follow
Thika Road. Sasa kenye utafika tu hapo. Ukifika Thika Road, ukiona tu gari za lakini tuliacha kupanda super metro.
Na number plate ni KDK.
Panda tu lofa. Uende mpaka uone mali spam oliko. Alafu ushuke hapo, alafu nipigie simu.
Very nice. Mimi nakuja na Uber.
Lakini msikuje. Mimi sitaki watu kwa nyumba yangu tafadhali. That's my sanctity. That's my safe space. I don't like people.
Yeah, mimi hata sipendangi watu kwangu. Na feeling kama wanakuja ku break vibe in your house.
It's
mtu anakuja anaanza
kuongea. I'm glad we share the same.
I don't like people in my space. I honestly don't.
Kwako ni sanctuary, like
it's my safe space. I don't need you there. Tutakutana nje.
Umesikia Mariga umeshinda ukinitisha ugali wewe.
Semeni nini wachoya mtaka kutupatia ugali.
Hataki kuwapikia ugali. Msikuje. I want to be there with my snacks and my TV and vibes and mood sababu ya
utaki tu kunibamba
sababu ya lamps.
Anyway, Gloria, I'm here. I'm stuck. You get, I want to move on to the next step where I can be an entrepreneur. How do I do that?
First of all, you need to, which was something I never did, but first of all, get your finances in check. Because in order for you to get to a point where you are able to run a business, there are going to be dry months. Tunaziitanga
dry spell.
Si dry spell.
Si January.
January.
Iko na jina yake. Nikikumbuka nitawaambia. But you'll find that the first time you're starting a business, cash flow haiko. And it can happen for between 3 to a year. Sometimes it can even go to 6 years and you're not seeing any money. There's no hope. Hakuna, like, it's not working.
Yeah.
So you need to get your finances in check. That was one mistake I did that I would never advise someone to do. So what you need to do is to have an emergency fund. Start there. Have your own personal emergency fund. Then raise some capital for your business. So you need to have at least 6 months of emergency fund, then 3 months of your business capital. Utakuwa sawa kidogo.
Na nalipwa 15k.
Hiyo sasa una save.
Utakuwa sawa kidogo.
Na nalipwa 15k.
It is so easy because kama unalipwa 15k, what you'll do is you will have to minimize your spending because your goal has to be bigger than your spending. A lot of people lose money because of lifestyle creep. I know I did.
Nadhani wako na mabao, hawana goals. Ukiwa na mabao.
I did. Because lifestyle creep is a real thing. Utapata like you're paying, like for me, I used to be paid, the last job I was working at, I used to be paid 550k. Ningetumia 150 for normal expenses, house rent, nini. You know, 400 sitakuelezea ilienda wapi.
Yote naisha.
Sijui iliendanga wapi. Hata leo sijuangi hiyo pesa ilienda wapi.
Ulikuwa unaenda hadi negative?
Sikuwa naenda negative but sikuanga na baki na pesa kwa bank.
Kuna mtu?
Niko na mtu wala.
Asking for a friend.
Safe space.
Why are you asking for a friend?
Nitamwambia nyuma ya tent.
But yeah, so lifestyle creep is a real thing. So what you need to do is to understand kama unalipwa 15k, you have no business living in a house that you're paying 10k.
So kuishi kwa single room yenye mna share.
No, usishi single room. Jamani.
Jiweke vizuri.
Jiweke vizuri. A nice bed sitter that you're paying 6k in a good environment. That's okay with 15k. Because you're not supposed to be paying. That was a hard earned lesson. You're not supposed to be paying 3 times, or you're not supposed to be paying rent that is half your salary. Hapo tu ni kujiweza.
Inamaanisha unafanya landlord kazi.
Bana.
It should be 30 or less percent of your earning.
Yeah. Mimi nilikuwa naishi nyumba expensive.
Na hiyo time nilikuwa na marafiki wengi, they were coming.
Tuseme tu, I used to be the sponsors of most of my classmates bashes. Mimi ndo nilikuwa sponsor.
Sasa wako wapi?
They're busy enjoying life. Vibes and inshallah. While me
unajikuna akili usiku saa 6.
Nashangaa hiyo pesa yote ningekuwa nayo sasa ningekuwa nafanya nini?
Lakini sasa unaona sasa pesa yote uko nayo na high and fire.
Yeah, but because it's because when you the biggest thing or the biggest shift I had to make, especially when I was transitioning from an employee to an entrepreneur, is accountability. Unajua sasa the difference was when I was being paid as an employee, first of all my taxes were catered for. Me siku have to deal na KRA because it was already done. It was deducted before pesa ingie kwa bank. So the only thing I knew was withdrawing, spending. Because nilikuwa najua ikifika this date nikonga nalipwa
kwa mafuta
28th of every month. Ikifika 28th I'm balling, okay? Musiniguze. I'm going to all the nicest restaurants. But so that was the mindset I had, spending. Because all the other accountability factors, they were already done for me.
Sasa una bolt arengapi?
Lakini saa hii.
Which data are you bowling?
Mimi
kwanza sasa unajua employees.
I'm not yet a salaried employee in my company. Because I have to hit a certain target. Okay, so there are 2 ways you can get paid as a business owner in Kenya. You can either be salaried or you can be paying yourself dividends. So me, I'm paying myself dividends.
Okay.
That means I only get 1 paycheck a month. 1 paycheck a year. No, 2 paychecks a year. The first one hits when it's the first 6 months, and then the next 6 months. But that will depend kama nimekuwa profitable. Kasi sijakuwa profitable, of course is
landlord itabidi umepigisha story.
No, landlord analipwa kama kawaida.
Sasa let me ask, hiyo sama kusema profitable. Jemo we have been there since akona kampuni ya software development. Just software development, once you develop and maintaining the softwares for the company or anything, there's not much of the resources that you need. So yenye utakuwa unasema this is like a recurring expense in the company. Yes. Sasa hapo utadraw the line ya profit wapi juu karibu kila kitu ni profit. Ama unasema target yangu ikifika.
You just need to have a tax consultant or an accountant at best atakusaidia. And they have to, because the thing is, these people they understand the language of money.
Okay.
So watakuwa able kukuonyesha where you need to do what. Yeah. I think that's the best advice I can give.
Sasa wewe uko nayo ama unajiconsult mwenyewe?
Unajita
meeting
mimi niko naye.
Itabidi mkutano.
Because for me when I was starting my business, the first people I had was a lawyer and an accountant. Because I knew those are the 2 things that would make my business go down.
Kwenye ni wapi? Who's your father and mother?
My father is Enofred Mwendwa. He's a very renowned. Oh wait, no, is he renowned? Yeah, he's a very renowned engineer. Yes. He's a mechanical engineer by profession. He was working with Serena and then he deduces.
Serena Hotel.
Yeah.
Serena Williams Summer Hotel.
Serena Hotels.
Not working at Serena Williams.
No.
Okay. Anyway, guys, sasa na watu wanataka kutoka kazi alafu waanze kuwa entrepreneurs.
Si ajamaliza hiyo story.
Ajamaliza bado, si ndio? Yes.
So, number 1, please fix your finances. How do you start saving up for your business? Take away 5 to 10% of what you're earning. Save it, even if it's for a year. Hapo vumilia penye uko until umetoa like 5 to 10% consistently from your salary for the next 12 to 18 months.
Okay.
Yes. And then ukitoa hiyo pesa usiweke kwa bank. Tafuta sako, tafuta okay, usiende chama. Tafuta sako, tafuta MMF ama utafute investment. Such that pesa yako ijizae.
Na forex.
Hapana. Kama hauna, if you do not have the energy of risky, please usiende huko, unaweza poteza pesa.
Weka hiyo pesa for bets.
Safaricom imetoa eSIM. Sawa.
Imetoa eSIM?
Yes.
Wewe acha uji. Yeah.
So umejipanga financially.
After umejipanga financially, get these 2 people. That was the first thing I did. That was the only thing I did right when I was transitioning. Get an accountant, get a lawyer. Those 2 are going to save you from the places you never thought you will need saving.
Okay.
Because for example, if you're running a business and it's not registered, BRS and the taxman will come to you. Watakutafuta sana. And when they're looking for you, they're not coming to you as friends. They're coming to close your business. Because how are you operating and you're not registered?
Yes.
Make it make sense. It's better if you are operating a business that's registered and it's not making profit, because even when KRA comes at your door, they'll be like, you will have at least done one thing right. Your business is registered.
Okay.
So you can be able to prove to them, manze, mimi ni hustler, sijapata pesa, lakini nikipata I'll visit your offices. Yeah, but if both of those things are not done, kitakuramba.
Ukiongelea kuregister biashara, unajua kuregister biashara, is it about kuchukua business name ama?
It starts there. Take a business name.
With that
you can operate.
Kasongo hizi kuja na
Kasongo hata kuja because you're not operating as a false entity.
Okay.
Because you have to have a business entity for you to operate. You having a business name, it means you are an entity. Before you upgrade ukuje kwa PLC or LLC or non-profit, at least they will know there is an entity that exists. Yeah.
Sasa hata kama nataka kufungua tu kabushari, lazima niende ni register.
Lazima.
Alafu hizi bushari naonanga hapa nje hapa.
Why do you think they closed down after 5 years? Sababu KRA has caught up with them and then they found out they were operating illegally. Because those are the 2 things they will use. Kama, and I know all of us who start business, we are not law people. Hatujui mambo ya law. But the fact that you are trying to protect yourself, at least work with the law kidogo. Si lazima ujue kila kitu, but work with the law kidogo. Because if they find you operating illegally, what they actually do is that they will suspend you from starting a business ever again.
But wao work na law kidogo, juu karao anakupitianga hapo jioni anapewa yake ya macho.
That is not working with the law. That's against the law.
Unafinya kaongo hapo kando.
That is against the law because the moment city council itakuja and they decide to uproot all illegal businesses, you will be reprimanded and the court will rule in their favor. Because let me tell you, the corporate laws in Kenya, they do not favor employers. They do not favor entrepreneurs at all.
I hate to hear that, especially
they
here
don't.
In Kenya.
They favor employees. they favor employee, whether you're working internationally or here in Kenya. They favor employees.
Si mnatukanyagia. Sasa si nani anaweza tusaidia kama si wao?
Si nani
hata kama
atoli yako.
Mzana.
Atakuwa replaced too, but that's the truth.
Anyway, apart from that, una story ya taxes. Una feel aje kwa sababu ukiangalia government is not putting enough.
I hate paying taxes. I pay them, but I hate paying taxes. Because the money that I'm paying, sioni kwenye inaenda. There are still potholes where I live. Why?
Hama, where you're in the wrong place. Move. Go
I'm
to a
not
better
in the
place.
wrong place. I am literally living in Kiambu. Kiambu is part of Nairobi Metropolitan.
For sure.
It is.
Yes.
Goja, we're going out of context.
Yes.
Unafika kwa putting your finances
Oh, yeah.
straight.
Acha turudi kwa context.
Yes.
Yeah.
ChatGPT imekata.
Mimi, before we endelee, kuna place, so tumesahau, you're talking in a context of mtu mwenye hana kazi na anataka kuanzisha entrepreneurship. Na umesema check finances zake. Sasa atatoa pesa.
Start with what you have. Si lazima uanze na pesa. I know there's this misconception of you need to have capital in order for you to start a business. You don't. Capital is defined by you. And I am a firm believer in this because when I started my business, I had nara. I was negative. I was in debt.
But you had capital.
Yeah.
You had
I
capital.
was in debt.
You had access.
You had capital in your name.
You have access.
Begins with
I didn't really have access because I was branching into a field I've never been in. So I had no networks. I had no recognition. I had nothing. And I did not have money because I was broke.
Lakini wewe buda yako alikuwa sonko
broke. He did not help me. Okay?
Uko sure? Hebu angalia kamera please.
My father did not help me. You know what my father did? He told me, Mom, you're going to figure it out. Okay? Okay. This is what adulting is.
Luta, continue.
And I love it. Actually, I appreciate that because probably if he gave me the starting capital, ningekuwa ka spoiled brat. Singejua hizi vitu zote najua.
Wasquiro.
Yeah, wasquiro. Unataka tu peanuts.
Probably I wouldn't know what so it was a blessing. So, capital is your mindset. You have to start with what you have. For me, I started with what I had. What I had was community.
And your father's words.
And my father's words. But yeah, that is what I had. I had a community with people. I was in so many communities, so that was my capital. That was there. That was where I started. Yeah.
Sasa na mtu anatoa pesa like naangalia mtu ako tu chini na nataka kwa.
Itabidi mwanza kuuza mayai.
So you find a way.
You just need to find capital.
You find a way to find capital. You find a way to find capital, and that can even start with when I say start with what you have.
Yes.
You start with what is around you. What can you actually do with your hands? Ni skill gani uko nayo? Anza na hiyo, and then uangalie in my very many friend groups who can be in need of what I do. For me, I started with helping people. Actually, I started with hiring tech talent. That was where I started. Yeah. So for me, I started with ranting on LinkedIn. That is where I started. At least nilikuwa na mneti hiyo month. So nikarant venye corporate is toxic blah 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 on LinkedIn. I didn't know that there was someone who was watching. This person
underline here, someone always watches.
Yes. There is always someone watching. So no matter what you're doing, have the right reasons. Anyway, so he contacted me. I think the final week of July 2024. Mind you, sina pesa, niko broke, I'm in debt.
Lakini huku nje unatupigia kelele.
Lakini huku nje nawapigia kelele. Ni kama nina own streets. Anyway, so he reached out the final week of June and he was like, "Hi Gloria, I saw you left your previous company and I am currently hiring for tech talent. Would you be open to help me?" And I was like, "Yes. Money, here I come." So I didn't know he wanted to hire me, like to pay me. But for me, I was open to the opportunity because this was the space I was getting into. Yeah. So when I got into that meeting, he was like, "If you help us recruit the best talent, we are going to pay you this much." And I was like, with my broke self, yes, please. I want that money. So we got into that contract. I assisted him hiring in July. They got their talent they confirmed all their talent by the first week of August. And then is where I found my capital to do business registration, sijui kufanya hizi vitu zingine zote, kwenda kuconsult, blah blah blah. Hapo ndo nilitoa capital.
So in short, you are ranting about the toxic culture of corporates, and then now you've become the system.
Yes.
Of toxic. You're kukua toxic.
No, me, I'm not toxic. Me, I'm spilling facts the way they are.
So you're not doing what you are ranting.
I'm not doing what I was ranting about, because what I was ranting about was the fact that there is no disclosure. I hate being in spaces where there is miscommunication. Mm-hmm. At least if you're a company, perfect your communication. So for me, I was ranting about that because the company that I was working for previously, they were the investors, the angel investors pulled out. And so we weren't getting paid. I was not paid for like three months. And for me, every time I would go to the HR office, I was like, why are we not getting paid? Or at least, why are you guys not communicating? Mtu ajipange. They would just tell me that, oh, we are working on it. You will know when we've worked on it.
Walikufunza kunini ku survive. You see where you are right now.
I hate
bila hiyo ungekuwa
hadi kurant.
It doesn't matter as long as you've hired someone and things are not working out your way. It is your responsibility to communicate. The least you can do is communicate. So that is what I was ranting about because I did not understand.
But tunaona
sitaki muniekee pesa. Mbona mnaniekea pesa? Nataka banki niekee pesa. Si nyinyi. I want my money.
Walikuwekea kwa M-Pesa ama?
They didn't pay me. They've never paid me, by the way. The company unfortunately went under. But the thing that I really hated about that company was no communication.
Okay. So at least wangekuambia.
At least wangeniambia.
Wangekuambia uhame kwa hiyo bed sitter.
Sasa ungehama hiyo siku.
Siku anaishi bed sitter.
Kwa naishi kitu suru.
Mali hakuna portals. Narudi kwa portals.
Nilikuwa naishi Roysambu. A building called Savo.
Sawa tajiri.
But yeah.
Savo ni moja inakuanga
Lumumba Drive.
Usiwezi train of thoughts.
Anarudi
after legal. After legal, now the next thing is now figure out what value you're going to bring to the corporate space. Because remember, when we started this conversation, I told you in corporate it's a value exchange.
Yeah.
Mimi, I could care less. Kama uko na 6 years experience in software engineering, I'm speaking to myself. Yeah. I could care less. What I need is, can you help me save time? Manage my resources better. Improve my efficiency, that is deliver before time or on time. Can you help me communicate better? Can you help me automate the things that are repetitive in my life that I feel like zinaniwastia time? That is what value is. So you need to figure out where are you. Nimeacha ingine moja very important. Can you help me make more money? Na charge hiyo.
Bottom line.
If you can help me make more money, save my resources or manage my resources better, improve efficiency, manage my time better, if you can help me do that, I will give you my money freely. Take my money. Shut up and take my money.
Mimi naweza fanya hivyo to my kupe bank account number.
What can you do?
Hizo vitu zote umesema.
No, you can't.
How do you know I can't?
I know you can't because you do not know how I operate my business.
Si ndio tuende tuongee.
Yeah, siwezi kupea pesa.
Already ni resource ataongeza tu pesa.
Siwezi kupea pesa kama ujui kenye unakuja kufanya.
Hebu tuende hiyo spa mall tuongee.
It doesn't make sense. But yeah, so figure out which value you can bring to the corporate market, and then repeat that message until it sticks.
Value.
Repeat that message until it sticks. So say for example, you're someone who can help me make more money. How? Because you're good in marketing. Which type of marketing? You're good in social media marketing. Which account? Instagram. You're good in Instagram marketing for improving sales.
Yeah.
That is how you help me make more money. I will give you my money. You just need to tell me which tier do you have that I can fit into. Because of course lazima kukue na tiers. Kuna wale wenye unawak na wao hands one on one.
Yeah.
Kuna wale unawak na wao in a group setting, na kuna wale unawak na wao as you manage. So the only thing they're giving you direction, you do the rest of the work. So now you have to figure out ni gani sasa utani offer. Yeah.
Tukiendelea, what was the next thing?
Si nimemaliza.
Hizo tu.
Tafuta soko.
Okay. Office, setting up an office, looking professional. What about those kind of things?
Looking professional, you just need to dress like you are an entrepreneur. That's it. Setting gani surely you don't need an office until it's necessary.
Okay.
You don't need an office until it's necessary. Minimize costs. Remember, you need to think like an entrepreneur, not an employee, sorry. You need to think like an entrepreneur. Save on costs, no matter what. For me, I know I'm not going to get into an office, or I'm not going to rent out an office space until I've hit multiple 7 figures. Because then and there, I will have a team. They will need a central place to be working in.
Then I think that varies depending on the business, because there are those businesses that are kind of built on trust. And some clients, they need to know specifically where they can find you physically if things don't go right, if things might happen. So some businesses natakanga build you on trust, and one of the key areas to build trust is having a physical place where they can always find you.
And that is why nowadays we have Rent a Shelf,
Nafasi Connection comes
Nafasi Connection, Kofisi, Nairobi Garage.
But that is Nairobi Garage. Kesho unaweza acha kulipa and then you packed your things, umezidi.
No, you cannot. The good thing is that if those don't work, bado kuna the national library.
No, okay, I get what you mean, but I'm in the business of, for example, I'm working with Safaricom. This is a very big corporate brand, and they need to have to show them this is my space, no matter what. Unaona kama Nafasi Connection, you'll just hire for a day, and that's it.
You just need to have friends who have offices.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
You just need to have friends who have
just
offices.
A picture.
Because like for me, when I'm meeting with a very, very important person, quote unquote, tunaendanga CPA center. I don't own those offices, but my friend is willing to rent it out to me for free if I have an important meeting.
Would pay number yake? We rent out also.
Dave is a very important person.
Siwapei number. Siwapei. But if you're starting out, you're supposed to minimize cost as much as you can, because when it comes to you going to, the only proof of residence you need, that is where lawyers come in, is an affidavit which is stamped by a lawyer, and you will convince this business you're legit. That is the only thing you need. And that is why when we started, and that is why when we started, I told you at least have 2 people, an accountant and a lawyer. Because if your lawyer has stamped your area of residence, this company has no business doubting you exist. Because if you are a fraud, they can trace you back to your lawyer.
Very nice.
Mose, weka founder uko na hizo vitu zote.
Msaidie bwana.
Wewe kama founder uko na hizo vitu zote. Do you even have an affidavit?
No, currently I don't need one.
You don't need one.
Anadhania ni jina yangu.
Like mtu mpala kama
Umesema Mariga, si wewe.
Anyway, mmesikia hiyo maneno. Si ukiamua kuwa freelancer, unajua freelancer na entrepreneurship kuna difference. You have to manage everything. So si kurahisi. You just have to put all in and to wear different hats. Hadi accountant, unless rafiki yako ni accountant. Ni sawa. Ndio. Semaje?
Nimwambia hapa tuna glow, tuna insights. But it's been nice. Very nice talk. There's always this confusion. I think kuna freelance na kuna entrepreneurship. Which sometimes inakuanga na very
thin line,
but they are different. Being a freelancer some ways inakuanga bado just like being an employee, because you're selling your hours to someone else. You agree with the times you'll be working. But being an entrepreneur totally inakuanga ni you going out there, finding opportunities, finding businesses, coming back, creating solutions and delivering them to your clients. And you need a team of people who will help you create those solutions. But being a freelancer, wewe peke yako, acha niseme tu laptoppreneurs.
I was told the difference between an entrepreneur and a freelancer. Entrepreneur anakuwa na mindset here, I have someone who can do this.
Yeah.
A freelancer, I've gotten this gig, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think that's the difference. We should not confuse those two things. Yeah, you're in transition of being an entrepreneur,
yes,
but you start by working yourself towards that. So you become a freelancer, you work yourself. Then when you get more businesses, you now start thinking of how do I expand this so that I make more money and also create opportunities for other people to help me as a team and grow my business.
I have a different point of view. Because mimi unajua mimi nimetembea njia zote. Nimekuwa employee, nimekuwa freelancer, sasa hivi mimi ni entrepreneur. My different perspective is that a freelancer, you are more tied to the money compared to the impact. That's the difference. Because an entrepreneur is looking more so towards impact. If you come to an entrepreneur and then they charge you, like they tell you, I'm going to charge you like 20K. And then you start bargaining. They blatantly tell you, unfortunately, we are not going to proceed. But as a freelancer, utasikia 20K inaenda. Ni sawa, we can negotiate. But an entrepreneur, you don't negotiate. This is the set price. It's either you meet it or I go to someone else who can meet it, because my quality of work is not tied to the money. It is tied to the value and impact I bring.
Okay.
Yep.
Sasa wasawaji kazi huku nje. Hakuna place nyiko easy.
Being on both sides, yeah. I think kuwa employee kuna sometimes unalalishanga tu unajiambia nitafanya.
si kwa complain, unajua tu kila kitu itafanyika. We ni kungojea tu paycheck, and then you wait for another one. Nuko kwingine mbona uko na stress na
hauna good days. Good old days.
Sasa tukitaka kukupata tutakupata wapi basi?
Utanipata kila mahali. Niko na LinkedIn account mpya, so funny story or rather sad story. There is someone in my previous LinkedIn account who said that I am a fraud. Alienda akaclaim I'm a fraud. Now I have to assume it's all of them because LinkedIn apparently they don't tell you who it is. So all my community members went and said that I'm a fraud. So I had to start a new account. I have a new account on LinkedIn. Mnaweza enda mnisupport huko, lakini msijali. I will rise again. Yes, I will rise again.
Mariga alikuwa na kufollow. Sasa all your community walisema wewe ni fraud.
Wote walisema. They didn't tell me
who it is.
Ndio
mmoja suspect.
So they all you called me a fraud. I don't know why. Mimi niliwafanyia nini? But you can find me on LinkedIn Miss Gloria Mwendwa. MS Gloria Mwendwa. You can follow me on TikTok, on YouTube, and on Instagram at by Gloria.
What about home?
No one is welcomed in my house.
You cannot follow you home.
No, you cannot. No, you cannot.
Need a signal near spam.
No, you can, I don't need nothing. I'm okay. I'll go home. Yes.
Okay.
But you can find me there on social media. Oh yeah, I forgot. Thank you for reminding me. So I'm having an offer. Some of my community members, they requested I help them revamp their LinkedIn profile. So I'm having an offer from now until the 30th of November, where I will be revamping your LinkedIn profiles at a very special price of 3,000. Najiuma huku because it is expensive. But because I love my community and I would want to extend that invitation to all of you, if you're having a LinkedIn profile and you want it to represent who you are, what you do, then make sure to reach out to me or reach out to Mariga. Si wanaweza kuja kwako.
Kabisa.
Wanaweza kuja kwako.
Wewe alisema wewe ni fraud. Wewe ni one of them, so wasiende.
Okay, fine. I will share all the links and everything at a special price of 3,000 Kenyan shillings. I was to do 30 profiles, but fortunately or unfortunately, whichever you choose, I got into an agreement with the LX and 10 slots are gone. So yeah, we only have 20 spots left. So hurry while stocks last.
And then tutakam. And then see, next week at time like now, we'll be having a LinkedIn session.
No. It will be a webinar. It's a remote working bootcamp for my community as well. So we usually have sessions every Wednesday. And this session in particular, we are talking about remote work. So it's 4 sessions. We've already done 2. So tumebaki na mbili. We will have our next session on Wednesday from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. And you have the opportunity to join in. It's free for those who are like, hey, no, umeongelelea pesa sai. It's free. Come one, come all, come learn.
It's free, but what's the catch?
There's no catch.
And a catch. So I was saying, apart from yours that are doing, like Ask NK, next weekend, we have a LinkedIn session for an hour. Yes. And we'd love to invite you at least.
You want to invite me?
Yeah.
Gori, saa ngapi? Isikuwa asubuhi.
Ni saa 8.
Sawa. Ingekuwa asubuhi ningewaambia tu
asubuhi saa 8 hakuna mtu atakuwa.
No. Thank you, but no.
Alafu tag along our LX pia kuja kusaidia.
Sawa. I will ask them if they want to join.
Nice one. It will be here at nafasi.
Okay.
Yeah. Apart from that, kuna gani nyingine? Tuko na event at the end of the year in December.
Mimi ni guest of honor.
Lazima waambie watu wenye wanafaa kutembea huku nje, kutrek huku nje ndio wafike mahali wanafaa wafike.
Oh, mimi ni guest of honor.
Yes.
Ungesema. Ala.
Kuna soda na biscuits na mkate.
Hapana. Tuliacha kukula mkate. We are watching our calories. I told you I'm baby girl.
Nikamwambia na kulanga ugali.
Hata kama you are watching, you just put it there, you watch it.
I'm watching my calories.
At litmus paper.
Akiwatch tu hapo akikunywa soda yake pole pole.
Yes.
I know this conversation will be long and long. It says the end of tuko na vitu mingi sana.
Yeah.
From Gloria herself. So next time bado tukuinvite.
Of course, I will always create time for you guys.
Yes.
Oh.
Hey.
Mnasikia nini na create your time?
Acha mimi ni wapi juu yako.
Hapana.
Anyway, next time akikuja tutauliza maswali mingi sana. Mnaweza comment hapo chini kwa comment section. Mtake kujua what we can talk about next with Gloria. And apart from that, like and subscribe. Continue watching us. Na mtuambie what else you want us to talk about. It has been a good one. Thanks, Gloria.
It's been glorious.
Very glorious.